think we show like we can play with anybody.
We've done a really good job. Ready to work, locked in.
We prioritize winning. We want to win, and we want to win on the highest level.
It's a 3-point league now.
You got to take the good with the chaos. Focus on winning.
Like I said, I felt like we played the best basketball in the NBA.
Get to plays where I can be effective for myself and my teammates.
When you prioritize the right things, anything's possible.
I think we show like we can play with anybody. I'm just excited to play for the Lakers. It's a fresh start for me. It all starts again, fresh mind. It wasn't easy to adjust. Communicating is important. Just getting in better shape. A little bit quicker. Like I said, I felt like we played the best basketball in the NBA. I had a great summer, starting even right after the season, starting my practices, starting my workouts. Then obviously coming back here, signing the extension, having to go with the national team. And now I'm here, so it all starts again, fresh mind, so I'm very excited about it. First of all, obviously talking about it, communicating is important, but then just, trying some stuff in practice. Obviously, we didn't have time last season to go through, and I think that's why this season is very important for me, for the team, just to get to know everybody, what everybody likes, and just in practice you can make a lot of mistakes, so that's why practices are. So we're gonna have a lot of practices, and I'm excited to figure out everybody. I'm just excited to play for the Lakers. I obviously said this is one of the best organizations in the world. Like I said, it's a fresh start for me, getting through whole preseason. I'm just excited to play for the Lakers. Like I said, when you get to the new team, in the middle of a season, it's kind of hard, to get everything together. But as I said before, preseason is gonna help me a lot with leadership, getting to know the guys through the practice. Me and JJ talk about it a lot, so we're just gonna have to work it out. Way more comfortable. Like I said before, coming into the new team, it's kind of hard, to get the leadership up. But that's what preseason is for. I had a great run with my national team, kind of work on that leadership role. I feel way more comfortable. Me siento muy bien. Tengo muchas ganas de empezar. Ya cuando acabó la temporada pasada, tenía muchas ganas de volver aquí, de empezar, y me siento muy bien y muy preparado para esta temporada.
What differences did you feel physically in Eurobasket compared to how you ended last season with the Lakers?
I would just say probably way less tired, a little bit quicker, like I said. Obviously in Europe there's 40-minute game, in NBA is 48, but we play a lot of games in not so many days. So I think fatigue is the biggest thing for me right now. They can help a lot. I think we added some great pieces. Obviously we have to go through preseason, but I'm very excited to play with those guys. With some guys I play against, it was hard, so I'm glad they're on my team now. I'm very excited to get to know them, personally, and to play with them. I think we show like we can play with anybody. I think we had that one stretch. I felt like we played the best basketball in the NBA. Obviously, we had some new pieces to the team. Like I say, I'm very excited, and I think we can do some big things.
Specifically on DeAndre Ayton, just having a dependable big man, just your thoughts on pairing up with him?
Yeah, I was very excited when they told me, we were trying to get DA. Obviously, we entered the draft together. I know him for a long time, so I'm very excited to have him on my team. Obviously, it's way easier now. Obviously, I went through a lot last year, and it wasn't easy to adjust. Like I said before, this is a fresh start, fresh mind for me. So, like I said before, going through practices, it's gonna help us a lot. Me, LeBron, and AR, the leaders of this group, and like us communicating, us practicing some things on the floor will help us a lot. I didn't work on anything specific. For me, the most I learned is playing 5-on-5, 4-on-4, 3-on-3, just getting in better shape. It was great to work with JJ. Hopefully we can work till the end of my career. I just love him as my coach. He will tell you anything. He will tell you if you did something wrong, if you did something good. So just approach to the game with him, it's unbelievable. So I'm very excited that he's my coach.
We've done a really good job. Ready to work, locked in. The work you put in, the love of the game, being around great people, trying to be more efficient. Pretty good shape where you're not just your mentality going into the year. You got to take the good with the chaos, focus on winning. Ready to work, like we expect him to be locked in on doing what he needs to do to help us win. So all those things you acknowledge, and you look forward to doing what we do as players and going out there and hooping.
Steph, you're approaching a decade since your unanimous MVP season, and you're still playing at a very high level. How have you been able to evolve your game to sustain that level of production?
The work you put in, the love of the game, being around great people, still keeping winning as the priority, and I'm blessed to still hopefully be in that situation for a couple more years.
This is your 17th year. I think you've said many times 16 was the goal because of your dad. What's the significance of that to you, and how has your off-season conditioning evolved as you've gotten into your mid and now?
Trying to be more efficient with the work that you get in and more intentional about how each day is kind of designed. Probably the first decade was more on court than off court, and that's actually flipped now. We're probably 60-40 to on court percentage now, and even that is, heart rate stuff, foot strikes, how long you're on your feet, all those type of things that help monitor the output that you have over the summer so that you're working smarter and coming into camp fresh, knowing that there's still a little bit of building to go. That's what training camp's for, but that I'm in pretty good shape where you're not putting your body through any type of unnecessary stress with that transition from off season to in season. We're just trying to carry the momentum that we had from last year, understanding getting through an 82 game season is the challenge for every team, but especially a veteran team. I said the same thing last year, probably at the podium right here. We started 12-3, and then all hell broke loose for a good couple months. So you can only do what you can to control just your mentality going into the year, and I think it's really optimistic and positive around here. You got to take the good with the chaos as well of it, kind of front and center on trying to, again, focus on winning. And we've done a really good job of that over the years and want to keep doing it. You got to pay attention to it for sure. Acknowledge what makes your team, what character it has to obviously play, have the expectation that we're going to be capable of beating everybody and anybody on any given night. But to your point, the endurance of 82. I think last year the biggest thing was we don't want to be in a position where you're chasing down the stretch of the season. If you could at all be in control of that, where the last 2 months, even though we had a great record, it felt like every game was a playoff game for 2 straight months, and then you transition into a very tough 7-game series, and then you're 48 hours from round 2, game 1. It was very condensed, high level of basketball. We want to be able to try to get through the 82 with a little bit more of a ability to control the ebbs and flows of it. More than specific potential of specific kids, just the idea of basketball at a high level around the world is continuing to grow. The skill level is, and the excitement around the game is really special, and I was happy to kind of experience that in Chongqing this year and have something that I've done here in the States for a very long time with the Curry Camp and bring it over there. So basketball's at an all-time high, not only from an awareness and fandom perspective, but from kids who are playing and really taking it seriously and working on their game, so it's great to see. I don't think I'm over that disappointment, because you always wonder what if, had I not gotten hurt, had we won one more game in that second round and give me a chance to come back, had we not been chasing the last 2 months. You always, as a player, you always think about that type of stuff, and it motivates you to understand what you can do this year to put yourself in a better position. So I think I'm still carrying that, which is, I think, healthy and a good thing.
We prioritize winning. We want to win, and we want to win on the highest level. As a kid, you dream. We were just kids playing basketball. You're going to have to sacrifice. But ultimately, it's your choice. It's your life. You might not always get the results you want, but all you can control is going after it and giving it your all. Those are the minutes, those are the moments when the best players, the biggest stars, the superstars, the Hall of Fame players make their name. When you prioritize the right things, anything's possible. Feels amazing. So much weight off my shoulders, so much stress relieved. No matter what, you go into every night wanting to win, and sometimes it just doesn't go your way. And tonight could have been one of those nights, but we found a way. I'm so proud of this group. I wouldn't have rather done it with any other group in the world. It feels good to be a champion. I'm so happy for them. They put in so much work behind the scenes that not everybody sees. Don't always get the credit, but they've done an amazing job of building an environment, a winning environment. And it's no fluke why we're here and why we have so much success and why we've grown so quickly. Those guys have done a great job of just giving us a platform to be ourselves and be great. We did so.
Yeah, the scoring title in there, that list gets even shorter. Now that you guys have crossed the finish line, are you able to wrap your head around?
It's hard to believe that I'm part of that group. It's hard to even fathom that I'm that type of basketball player sometimes. As a kid, you dream. And every kid dreams, but you don't ever really know if it's going to come true. And I'm just glad and happy that my dreams have been able to come true. And that's a thank you to everyone that's been in my corner that's helped me get here. I wouldn't be able to done without them. They know exactly who they are. So yeah, it's a win for the family. We prioritize winning. We don't prioritize anything else in this game. We want to win, and we want to win on the highest level. And that looks like something new every night, every opponent, every arena, and that's all we focused on this whole season. No matter if it was game 1, game 45, or game 105, we prioritized winning, and because we did so, we won on the highest level. I couldn't imagine playing the biggest game of my life and something like that happening. It's so unfortunate. It's not fair. The competition isn't fair sometimes. The future's bright. That team's gonna be really good for a long time. Yeah, it's something that I definitely got as I've gotten older. Coaches worked with me on that a lot over the past three or 4 years. Still can be better at. It's an emphasis of mine. Those are the minutes, those are the moments when the best players, the biggest stars, the superstars, the Hall of Fame players make their name. And I want to have that name. I want to have those titles attached to my name. So those moments, those minutes are very important to me, and I try to excel in them for sure. Yeah, like you said, I haven't even thought that far ahead. Definitely still have room to grow. And that's the fun part of this. So many of us can still get better. There's not very many of us on the team that are quote unquote in our prime or even close to it. So we have a lot of room to grow individually and as a group, and I'm excited for the future of this team. But this is a great start for sure. Couldn't imagine it any other way. It was impressive, but I think the most impressive part is the group that did it. Our togetherness on and off the court, how much fun we have. It made it so much easier, and it made it feel like we were just kids playing basketball. It was so fun. All the achievements and the accolades and things, like, they don't even come close to like the satisfaction of like just winning with your brothers and people that you are so close to and want to succeed just as much as you want yourself to succeed. So that's been the most impressive and most fun part of it. I have 15 brothers that I just experienced a once-in-a-lifetime experience with, and I'll never forget them, they'll never forget me. You're gonna have to sacrifice, but ultimately it's your choice, it's your life. If you want something, go get it. You can if you want it, and it's that simple. You might not always get the results you want, but all you can control is going after it and giving it your all and see where that takes you. That's all I did. When you prioritize the right things, and when you have good intentions, good people around you, anything's possible. And throughout this whole process, Sam has done a really good job of just like being honest and upfront, not only myself, but the rest of the group. 3 years ago, like, he came into the room and said, I think this is just when Chet got hurt in the summertime. And he was like, all the noises that we're gonna tank again because Chet got hurt. And he said, like, our destiny is what we make it, and no one else can control that. And that message like struck with me ever since that. We can do whatever we want to do out there. Just like how we've all got to the NBA, no matter what anybody says, no matter who's hurt or who's not. And I think that talk stuck in my head, and I think a few of the other guys as well. And it's a big part of why we're here. Whether that was me playing in space or it was them not letting me play in space and some of my teammates open, just trying to make the right basketball play. We do whatever it takes to win. At the end of the night, I got enough done.
Feel normal. It's a 3-point league now. Some teams are going to knock down shots and get hot from the 3. We turned the ball over as a group today, and both teams were just speeding up the court. The most skilling NBA ever, I think. Yeah, I try to encourage everybody, man, and get to plays where I can be effective for myself and my teammates. You got your 5-man that can handle at the top of the key, just the spacing, just opens the floor up so much for us, and then it makes it unpredictable because he can ISO up there, he can go set the screen, dribble handoff, we can screen for him. So it throws the defense off when he has the ball up there, and we trust he's going to make the right play every time.
You played a lot of games here as a visitor over the years. What was it like to play your first game here, even if it didn't really count, as a Rocket?
Feel normal. I feel right at home since I came here 3-4 weeks ago, so I feel like I've been here for a while. The guys are working with me pretty smoothly, the coaching staff, so I just felt normal. This is always a balance every game, trying to figure out where can I inject myself into the offense and defense. So I feel like I got some good looks early on, so when they rimmed in and out, stay patient and knew if those shots come around again, I'll be more focused to knock them down. So it's about patience, not playing too fast, seeing how the game is playing out, and then try to attack from there. Yeah, just the progression of a season I'm always excited about. You can see the potential in the team around this time, but it's on us to put in the work every single day to reach that full potential, and that's the exciting part of the journey. Man, just everywhere. He can do everything with the rock. Confident shooting it from the 3, 2 preseason games, but making the correct plays, getting downhill. I'm just seeing everything from rebounding, blocking shots. We turned the ball over as a group today, but I think we'll control that and get better at that as we get more comfortable with one another. But him coming downhill and creating for others is huge for us. Yeah. I mean, when he's posted up at that block and I'm in the corner or near the top of the key, I'm on the same wing as him. Teams usually try to load up on him. So now I'm seeing they might not need face guard me, and he get more space to go to work, and vice versa. When I'm out there at the top of the key, those bigs don't want to leave him so much, so I can get some space at the top to get my game off as well. But double teams is what we want, because that's going to get everybody else involved. We get two on the ball, it makes our offense easier.
Ace Bailey's been pretty open about how you were his favorite player growing up, and you've spoken about him a little too, but to see what he did tonight, 25 points, what do you think about the rookie?
Dynamic player. I think he's going to be a hell of a player. I love the coaching staff that he's with. I love that he got drafted to Utah. They got a good developmental program over there that I'm looking forward to seeing how he progresses. So I'm expecting a big year from him and a big career from him. And tonight he showed what he can do. To have 140 that says enough right there. I don't forget how many points we had last game, but I felt like we got up and down pretty fast. I want to say the second or third quarter, I felt like we had a stretch where it was no breakage, stoppages in plays. And both teams, which is speeding up the court. I think for us, we was able to get layup after layup, knowing that we can play fast after a make or miss. So that's the emphasis for us.
It's defending a little bit different in the preseason when still trying to get your legs under you and kind of figure yourself out.
No, it's a three-point league now. Some teams are going knock down shots and get high from the three. If you get high from the three early, that just opens up the rest of your game. So those guys got high from the three. There's going to be teams like that come in here and make tough shots over us, but we can't get discouraged. And I think that's what you've seen late in the third and the fourth quarters, that now that those shots they were shooting, they start to miss those, and we were able to pull away and get a lead. So don't get discouraged when players make shots. It's a skill league. Most of the skill league here is most skill in the NBA ever, I think. So guys are gonna make shots. You can't get discouraged. Yeah, I try to encourage everybody, man. And try to tell the truth. Reed is just a point guard that encourages all of us too. I think we just reciprocating energy. There's plenty of times I hear Reed speaking up to the whole group. So when he makes a play, it's nothing to show him some love too. It's that simple. Just trying to read and react. Trying not to get sped up too much, and get to my spots and get to plays where I can be effective for myself and my teammates.